Welcome to Scripture and Scandals, where the Bible meets true crime. Here, we uncover the hidden motives, high-stakes plots, and dramatic twists behind the people of Scripture. From assassins and kings to betrayals and cover-ups, we retell the stories you thought you knew with the grit and tension of true crime. Subscribe and step into the world where faith and intrigue...
In the days when men ruled like warlords and prayed thanks they weren't born a woman or a dog, there was a man named Sisera. A commander, a killer, a man who made his living breaking other men's armies. And there was a woman named Jael. Jael lived in a tent, not a palace, not even a fortified town. She was married to Heber, a man so unmemorable the Bible basically waves him off in one line. She wasn't a warrior, a prophetess, or a queen. She was just a desert wife, keeping her tent in order. One day, a very tired, very desperate general showed up at her door. Act 1, the chase. The Israelites had been under the thumb of King Jabin of Canaan for 20 years, and Sisera was his attack dog. He commanded 900 iron chariots. In ancient warfare, that was like showing up to a sword fight with a fleet of tanks. But then Deborah, Israel's only female judge, and Barak, her general, turned the tables. A sudden downpour bogged Sisera's chariots in mud. His army scattered. Sisera did what any self-preserving man would do. He ran. He ran fast. He ran far. He ran straight into the neutral territory where Jael's tent stood. Act 2. The visit. Now, let's imagine Sisera's arrival. This is not a polite knock and, "Excuse me, good madam, might I trouble you for a cup of water?" No. This is a dust-streaked, mud-splattered, panting general throwing his horse's reins at the nearest woman and barking orders like she's one of his servants. "Water," he says. "Now, and don't talk." But Jael doesn't give him water. She gives him milk. Thick, rich, and probably warm. It's a small but telling detail. Milk is heavier. It slows you down, makes you drowsy. And here's the thing. Women like Jael, they've been underestimated for centuries. She serves him milk like she's just some helpful housewife. He drinks, he relaxes, he tells her to stand guard at the door and tell anyone who comes by that no one's here. Then he lies down under her blanket. Act 3. The silence before the storm. We don't know exactly what Jael was thinking as she stood there. Was she quietly seething about the atrocities she'd heard of? About the way men like Sisera treated women, her people, as spoils of war? Or was she just thinking, "This is my chance to end this right here, right now"? Either way, she doesn't hesitate. She takes a tent peg, heavy, iron, designed to hold her home against desert winds, and a mallet. She approaches quietly, in the shadows. The milk is doing its work. He's breathing slow. And then, one swift, brutal strike. The peg drives through his temple, into the ground beneath him. Sisera never wakes up. Act 4. Aftermath. When Barak finally comes chasing Sisera, Jael meets him at the door, calmly, like she's offering tea. "Come," she says, "I'll show you the man you're looking for." And there he is, sprawled on the ground, tent peg still in place. The war is effectively over. Israel is free. And Jael becomes a national hero. Deborah even writes her into a victory song. "Most blessed of women be Jael, the wife of Heber the Canaanite." But make no mistake, this wasn't a gentle blessing. This was a battlefield execution carried out in the middle of someone's living room. Jael's story isn't just about a meek wife obeying orders. It's about a woman who saw her chance and took it, decisively, violently, and without apology. Sisera underestimated her because she wasn't holding a sword. But history is full of men who forgot. The quiet ones often have the sharpest weapons. So, was Jael a hero? A murderer? Both? That's for you to decide. Drop your thoughts in the comments. And remember, sometimes the deadliest place in the desert isn't the battlefield. It's a woman's tent.